modern day, you say somebody like rest in peace, Extinction, they say that guy never left his house. They say he made his music, pressed play in the computer, and was getting rich off of streams and everything. They say he never even left his house. You got artists out here now.
That shows the marginal gap of from you having to actually put the glue on the back of the promo shits and put them up yourself, to being able to make millions of dollars without even leaving the crib is incredible.
It's beyond incredible. And so the only thing I say that's not right with that is
touching the people.
Yes. You don't touch the people. You don't create. So every time I put out an album, I went on something they used to call a promo tour. I hated it because you went out there to go for free, but it ain't nothing like meeting, like, you know, you go out to San Francisco, you see Vaughn and Sway and all these guys, and then you go to LA and you create a relationship with Felly Fell and Big Boy and
Baker Bros,
Cruz,
the Baker Boys.
Yeah, remember the Baker Boys?
Yeah, Baker.
They the first syndicated crew. They was the first syndicated. So you go around and you meet all these Cosmic Cavs and all these guys, and then when you put out a record that I call a strip, it's one thing they support you with a hit, but when you put out a record that's like struggling,
you need
that's when them guys,
they kick in.
That relationship kick in, and they start playing your shit, and then if it deserved to blow, then it'll blow. And so that's what I think the youth is missing, that communication with actual people that can help you when you're struggling. You know, because
now it's a push of a button.
I never get involved with, like, when people tell me, yo, why you don't tell these young kids, these rappers, why you don't this? I be like, okay, so the numbers are, to discourage you, the numbers are 1 out of maybe 10 million people actually make it in rap music. So could you?
I think you botching the numbers.
All right, so what's the number? What do you think is the number?
It's 53 new rappers every day.
Who's
they
successful?
let 3 of them blow.
Nah, not every day. You very confused.
Right now, composed to, dog, it's artists out here making money that we never gonna hear. You're never gonna hear of.
Yes, but
they successful.
Yeah, but it's hard though. It's not what you think. You think
but it's
anybody
still not the numbers you just
How
said.
many guys?
You said numbers that's harder than the NBA. You know it's easier to hit the lotto than to make it to the NBA. You just made the rap numbers harder than both of them shits.
Well, rap numbers is that hard to be really successful.
Hell, it's not hard to be.
You know how many guys are 40 years old on a couch?
Successful.
You know how many, everybody raps and somebody dies and they be like, yo, rapper Whoppy Wop. He was a rapper. He got killed in Brooklyn today. No, we don't know this guy.
Whoppy Wop.
Just because he made a demo, he's a rapper now? You know, I'm talking about successful. Every year we could think, what, a Sexy Red? Who was the most successful rapper last year? Who was the first? Who was the newest rapper successful? Glorilla blew up, but she was already out. I'm trying to say.
She had a great year last year. Sexy.
Yep. Sexy Red too, but who just came out that's successful? We can name maybe 1 to 3 that's really making money, that's really successful. Who?
Lotto, Glorilla.
Lotto been out since she was 12 rapping on a show. But let's think, she put in the work and she deserves it. What I'm saying to you is, like, there gotta be 1 million something plus girls trying to rap. And they made it. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that the odds are very, very, very discouraging. You got guys, just because your crew is selling you nice, just because, you know, you got guys, you got grown men who refuse to get a 9 to 5 and they sleeping on their couch at 44 with 3 kids and they baby mama working and they out here talking about they're gonna rap. If you ain't getting paid to do a show, if you ain't got no real people streaming your shit, you are not successful. You understand? So what I'm trying to tell you is that this is harder than you think. Everybody and their mother think they can rap and be successful. It does not work like that.
No, it ain't that easy, but it ain't as hard as when we had to. It's not as hard. They don't got to go through the shit.
No. I agree. This reminds me of the classic interview that Cali had with Cali. I think he was with Ebro and them where he started spazzing. You know how hard it was to get on and this and that. It was hard back in the day. It was almost impossible.
Everything was hands on.
And now I get what you're saying with a press of a button, you can be successful. A lot of people who did that, but there's a lot of people rapping thinking they're going to make it and they never make it. Most people never make it. And it's very similar to the NBA. Is that the numbers are very similar to the NBA. Now, we ain't discouraging you. I'm just trying to give you need the plan A and the plan B. You know, especially if you know it's not working. Because another thing, let me tell you something. This game, the entertainment business is off momentum. That's why I got a little upset because we came out the box #1 in the country, you know, Apple Music, and then I had to go on vacation. It was set up ahead of time. I know that when you got momentum, you got to keep your foot on their neck. That's the way the game works. You know how many artists we seen come out and get hype at the beginning, you think they're going to blow, and then they lost that, and then for years, they keep trying to come back to get, once you got that momentum, you got to stay your foot on their neck and keep that momentum going. Think about that. How many rappers, you could easily think about how many rappers caught a buzz. I don't know if it was their work ethic. I don't know if they couldn't deliver the record. Because I remember 50 Cent killing the mixtapes and all that. And then when I heard, go, shorty, I knew, holy shit, the man here. No, he delivered. He created the hype and then dropped a motherfucking monsoon or tsunami on their ass. Now, that's not all rappers. You know how many rappers created some type of hype and then dropped the ball when it was time to let the single go?
They also they blocked it. You can't borrow people's beats. How 50 was taking shits and making his own songs and destroying shit. They blocked that. So we got to be mindful of what they doing out here.
I could tell you what
Even
happened.
that mixtape you had, that was crazy that they took that shit off after 1 hour.
Yo, my man, they try to sue me 10 different ways. It was like the Prince estate, Michael Jackson estate. I put out a mixtape. The shit was hard. I actually concentrated on that mixtape almost like an album. I took that shit serious. I dropped that shit in 1 hour. They was like, yo, it came like, and why is that? Why Fat Joe can't make a mixtape? No.
Nobody can. They blocking that shit.
No, that shit came cease and desist. Prince, the Bee Gees, the Diss, the Total, every beat. Yes, I used the biggest beats, but it was a mixtape. I'm telling everybody, it's a mixtape. I'm trying to get it going. They shut my shit down so fast. Yo, I must have had so much high blood pressure.
Yo.
No. I drove.
It put your pressure up.
When I drove from the Lower East Side to the Bronx, I had like 9 pending lawsuits. Like, this shit was coming like it was the same lawyer. They was like, hey, Joe, just to let you know, the BG said, you know better, they're going to sue. The next thing, Prince Estate is saying they want damages, they're going to sue. The shit just kept coming off a mixtape. It just, and look, he telling you, all these mixtapes everybody did. Fat Joe did one. And man, when I tell you, the rules were different. They shut that shit down. I never heard the mixtape again. How about that? I never heard the mixtape again. Yo, I'm telling you. I never heard the mixtape again. They shut that shit down.
They erased it from your hard drive.
Yo, they moved that shit. I was so scared after that shit. I said, yo.
You see?
9 lawsuits.
Or you can just go in the stew, borrow anybody's beat, put it out, create a buzz. You good. Now, that should have lasted 13 minutes.
Now I'm fucking over there. I'm in San Tropez. They playing all type of EDM shit. And then when you go on the Spotify, they call it a mixtape.
You see?
They took the They took the Yalla.
They took the Yalla.
No, they took the Yalla. Right now, the language on Spotify or Apple or whatever is like, yo, the mixtape. And
so they took our shit and made it their shit, and you can't even do the shit that was our shit. That's some shit.
That's big shit. That's big time shit. And so, and that's where the game is at. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about hip hop music, and I listen to country, and they be like, country's the biggest genre or whatever, I hear mad lyrics. Like, it gotta be rap dudes in the back room writing they shit. Cause I hear like, how about corny, like watered down, like we in San Tropez, and every legendary song you ever heard from Stevie Wonder, from whoever, they make their own version of it and they play it in the hotels, the clubs, the bars. And you nowadays, if you go on YouTube, to be honest with you, and you like slow jams, you hear the fake Boys to Men, the fake Luther, the fake, like, what the fuck is, why we can't hear the real fucking
It
rap?
got something to do with the streaming and all of that, the shit that we never had to worry
Yo, lately,
on top of that shit to the max.
lately I've been like, you know, cause my shit is R&B and all that. So I go to a hotel, I throw on the YouTube and I keep hearing the fake Joe, the fake Lionel Richie. Like niggas is coming
Covers. There's somebody.
Covers. But how do they get the placement? How do they get the stream? The fake covers get the stream over the original.
It's something they leaving out in order to be, because you know how it go. If they left one symbol off of one snare is missing or something. They give them the ability to do it.
I also never like, very rare. I get it. A lot of artists, we've been robbed. I've been robbed. You know, I got robbed from my publishing when I was young. Guy pull up on me. He was like, yo, we Latino. We got to take care of each other. His name, Jelly Bean Benitez. They supposedly discovered Madonna and all that. He gave me $50,000 and never gave me another dollar. He must have robbed me for 10, 20 million. I'm talking about, and Big Pun.
He deserved the torpedo back.
No, this guy needs more than a torpedo. But, you know, we never see him, but it's cool. But the man robbed me, right, from my publishing. So I get it. Everybody get robbed. You know, whoever you name, a Timberland, a Missy, or this. They always was in the kitchen cooking up. Scott Storch was cooking up, not getting the credit, right? So we all got robbed in one way or another, right? When the artists go now and do their own song over because they got robbed for their publishing or something like that, and they could own the master now, it never sound like the original.
Nah, you know that.
And we're so used to the original. And I don't care who you name. I listen to a bunch of artists like redo the song. Their voice don't sound the same.
Yeah, you older now.
You older now. Your shit don't sound the same. And you out here trying to recreate the magic. I say, keep performing, make your money. Don't fuck up the song. Because now they switch it out. So they'll take out the original that we love.
And put yours with that.
But they put your shit in there. It's money for the artist, but the shit is whacker than the original.
Yeah.
God, music and video direction career.
Yes, sir.
In some incredible historic videos.
Yes.
Wu-Tang Cream. Nas Ain't Hard to Tell.
Yes.
Raekwon is incarcerated Scarface.
Yes.
Public Enemy featuring Ice Cube, Big Daddy Kane,
Yeah.
Burn Hollywood Burn.
Yes.
What the? How? Just tell us. Let's start with Wu-Tang.
So for folks, this is the learning moment,
Hype
right?
Williams was your intern.
That was my intern. So,
Boom!
so in the beginning of hip hop, you didn't necessarily get a video. You didn't go and guarantee
No videos in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
There were songs that were hit records. No video because nobody believed that it was going to go any further. Video was like an added a thing. You know,
At all.
right. So we used to sit around and be like, how come there's no video for this? We was like, we need to do a video for it. We got cameras and stuff. Let's just do a video. So the first video I did was for Roxanne Shante.
Wow.
Roxanne. And,
Roxanne.
right.
Holy shit.
And I said, this is an opportunity for us to have an advantage. Now, people are going to still watch the show more because they're going to see the Roxanne video. Doesn't exist. It's a record, Mr. Magic, Marley Marl, they playing it every week.
Playing the words on.
Right. So got a video now. Boom. So a video comes out. So little moments like that. From that, I meet Biz Markie. We do Biz Markie videos. From that, I meet Big Daddy Kane. We do Big Daddy Kane videos. So now it's starting to grow. Then we do Coogee Rap. Then we do all these different artists and coaching. We did almost all the Coachella videos. X-Clan. Then we did, it just grew. But the reason why we did it is because these videos didn't exist, and I would do it with my equipment, so it helped the artist who was a little bit lower in price. At that time, remember, videos used to be $100,000, $200,000 to do. Now you could have an iPhone and do it for $10. So back then, we just wanted to get the videos out, and our company is called Classic Concept. My partner, Lionel, the Vid Kid, on Vid, we did all those videos. We did over 400 videos. We did all of the Boyz II Men first album.
That you fucked me up, man, because that was my next question.
Yeah.
I get
Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison.
Oh my God, he did Poison. Yeah. But you know the one I liked, the one y'all did, the new edition. Poison was the best, but
thought it was me.
Yeah, I thought it was me. I did remember they had a party in the mansion and y'all shot that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was this shit, bro. Oh shit, that
all
was
of this. So I'm meeting all of these guys, meeting actors. Nia Long was in one of the BBD. I never saw Nia Long in nothing before that. She's in that big BBD video.
Oh.
She's a friend of Mike Dev's, and we just the people that were making the videos. And I was also doing I did the St. Ives Wu-Tang commercial. I was in Staten Island last night, and I was like, these young guys with me, take us to Park Hill. I was like, bro, it's Saturday night. You
might not go there. You might not want.
I said, we'll ride through there real quick. And so I got to the block. It was dark, and it was YNs on each side. I said, no, we're not doing that. But I took them over to where the Wu-Tang district is. They got like a little area called the Wu-Tang district.
Damn,
I took them over. Yeah. It's like a designated, place for tourists. And I took them over there, and right across the street is where we shot the video, the commercial for Wu-Tang. St. Ives.
St. Ives. You know, it's crazy. I just pulled up today. The reason why I was a little late is I went to Fat Man Scoop's block.
Yes.
Shout out to Fat Man Scoop, somebody I really, really loved.
Yes.
They gave him a city block and Mr. C.
Mr. C was yesterday. Yes.
So they they both, but I pulled up to that Fat Man. I didn't even feel right. I was in Vegas. I had a show. Yeah. I was really upset. I couldn't.
He loved you. I know. I used to listen to him. Overnights on Hot 90. Remember we was overnights on Hot 97?
Overnights on Hot 97. Yo, I used to love Fat Man. I do love Fat Man Scoop, and whatever times I could share with him. So Nia Long became a superstar. There was a lot of girls that was like featured in my video.
Yeah.
I had one girl featured in my video. No, I'm telling you a true story. One girl featured in my video, one of my last videos. Oh. Right? I don't want to tell her business like this, but
you got to start saying some names, though.
No, she's beautiful, right? Beyond beautiful.
Okay.
But she was a hairstylist. She does the Fat Joe video. When I tell you, not a week later, she ain't stopped.
Oh, really?
She ain't stopped being on private planes with Birkins, with Egypt, with Africa, with Dubai. Like, that video changed this girl's life. Like, I've never seen. Beautiful. Her mother gave her that.
Went viral.
Right? She went from hairstylist to shot the Fat Joe video.
Yeah.
And she won't stop.
Yeah.
The jewelry, the bags, the flowers, the roses, the privates, I don't even think she flies commercial no.
Videos were the place before a movie. Before you got a movie, you could be in the video. I'm sure there's plenty of videos that the Locks did. Somebody could be in the video, an actor or somebody. And next thing you know, boom, they're in a movie.
Kevin Hart, Lean Back.
Yeah. Really?
I told you this. He shot a $2 movie somewhere in Philly before that.
Okay.
Prior to that, I met him, thought he was funny. I put him in Lean Back. He's the guy at the front door.
Right.
Little John and them, y'all can't get in, this, that. After that, I'm not taking credit for his shit, but that was the first. Lean Back.
After that, what? Soul Plane?
No, after that he got popping. It's his first big look. There's no way around it. There's nothing he could say about it. There's nothing anybody could say about it.
Music videos are like a movie.
Look.
Since we're talking about that, Hip Hop Hall of Fame award recipient in 1991, one of the earliest formal recognitions of hip hop pioneers.
Could have been. I don't even remember 19 oh, you know what? Yes. Okay, so that was me, Marley Marl, and Red Alert. We got the award. That's the same night that Nas performs live at the barbecue with Main Source. So if you've ever seen that footage, that was that night. That was that night.
It's like that, y'all, that, y'all,
Bro,
that, y'all, that,
Large
y'all.
Main Source comes out. We got the rapper Nas. Fatal. Akinelli. It's crazy.
No, that shit, that energy right there. You know, that energy, that's legendary energy.
Yeah.
You know, that set it off. When I was 12, I went to Hell for Snuff for Jesus. That was like a put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. There's certain bars
that was it.
That will live forever, right?
Yes.
I'm thinking right now while I'm looking at you, you're a treasure chest of moments. But tell us about that moment where Carl Kanai had his shit going on.
Oh, yeah.
They had the Sean John and this. I knew I used to go to all these events.
They had the fashion shows.
Fashion shows.
So people used to say, what are y'all doing fashion shows? I'm like, yo, this is before there's hip hop. You know, we was just going to the store and buying some sneakers and some jeans, and that was hip hop. Okay, we good. Got some Air Force Ones, some Adidas, whatever it is. Bong, we got an outfit. Now they starting to bring stylists into the game. Somebody to dress you, bring you new clothes. Carl Kanai shows up, he lays out his clothes for you. What you want? Take them all. Carl Kanai was the best. He gave everybody stuff.
He was feeding everything.
Yeah, still to this day. And then came Fubu. Fubu comes to me, Damon John, and my man Keith, that there's 4 guys in Fubu. He comes to my office with this shirt. It says FUB on it. I'm like, what does that mean? It's for us, by us. What? It's the best thing I ever heard in my life.
Shit to they reincarnating that shit. Every presidents.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I said, yo, man, how many y'all got mad clothes? And he's like, this is it. We got 10 shirts. This is it right here. I said, y'all better get some more, because when y'all be on Video Music Box, it's gonna be off the hook. And so Damon goes, all right. Next day, they were like, we gotta get a distribution company. We need more people. And so that's how that company moved forward.
You know, I was the first person to sell Fubu in the Bronx.
Really?
In my clothing store.
What was the name of the store, man? What was the name of the store?
Halftime.
Halftime, right.
Damon John pulled up in the hoopty. It was missing 2 fucking tires. It was in the fucking big. It had 2 donuts on the shit. He had the donuts. He tells this story.
Yes, sir.
He pulls up, yo, we got a clothing line. I was the first to sell Fubu in the Bronx. And Clue tapes, brother. Yeah. DJ Clue tapes, mixtapes.
Oh, yeah, because that was hard to get.
In the Bronx, both of them. I mean, it's the first ever. And I made him take me to a baseball game. I had a softball game, and they would be like, yo, you just jumped in the hoopty. You was Fat Joe already, and you just, I was like, man, fuck that. He said, you was saying what's up to everybody out the hoopty with the donuts. Yo. But shout out to Fubu. I've been around a long time.
Yeah, so that was the thing, you know. So now you got, I'm sorry.
I remember I saw one fashion show with Tyson Bedford. Shout out Tyson Bedford. He got to rewind the time. You know,
Tyson Bedford was the first one.
3, while you could be 42. Oh, yeah. Why look 42 when you could be 31?
He was Mr. Ralph Lauren. Mr. Ralph Lauren. He was the only black person in the Ralph Lauren ads.
You want to know what's crazy is I went to one of them shows. I don't know which it was. I think of Jacob Javis, and the man came out in like a potato sack and was like hopping on the run. This shit was an exciting time, bro. No, I'm telling you, it was an exciting time when they had the clothing brands and all that. Well, you had April Walker.
Yeah.
Naughty by Nature.
Everybody had a line. And it was working.
Walker wear, Woo wear.
Yeah, all of that. When the Woo did it, they had a store. Naughty by Nature had a store, all naughtied out. Woo was all wooed out. It's crazy.
You the king of New York. You the king of everywhere. Let me tell you something, bro. They Fashion Week, everything come down here. Everything touch here. So, you know, Last night, you go to the Knick game, they got the Kardashians all front row. Like, this is like, let me tell you something. New York got a lot of stars, like celebrities, big time stars. Like, it's like they putting them up a deck now. They ain't just courtside. It's too many. It's too many superstars in New York City. If you look at it, the Kardashians is there, the Bad Bunnies is there, the Cardi B's, the Stephons, the this one, the that one, the Sopranos, the this, the Tina Fey's, the this. It's just too many stars in New York City. Now, if we were somewhere else in the B market or C market, that shit open all day. The courtside is open. This is a hard ticket to get.
Hard to get a ticket.
Hard to get a ticket.
I heard that. What was the most expensive ticket for the game? What, 500,000? Something like that? 130,000?
I don't know. It was 54,000 to seat the game I went. I was tempted to sell it.
Or something like that.
I would have never caught a ticket again. You know that shit was 54,000 a seat.
That's crazy. I would never do that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
I ain't paying 54 a ticket.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Well, I've done it.
I could do a lot with 50 grand.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the New York Knicks, a Knicks floor seat experience is like a bucket list of life that, you can cross that off.
I kind of did it for free, so I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's why I would never pay for the ticket. I need
Well, sir, let me tell you something, man. I've paid that much, even more for boxing matches.
Nah,
like
I'll do
where,
that.
the shit is crazy because your man Edgar Berlanga, my little man Edgar Berlanga, fight Canelo. I'm out there with my family in Vegas. His manager, they gave me some suspects. Suspect for me is I'm not going 10th row. I'm not going 5th row. I gotta be front row.
So you want all the
Because somebody you don't like, your enemy, gonna come sit right at, we call that the Joe Button seats. You know, them second row.
I don't even got
You
a
ain't
hood.
got a hoodie?
I don't even got a hood.
Yo, listen, them second, third row, I can't do it. I gotta sit front row. I'll give you my experience.
What do you call them seats?
The Joe Button seats. Them shit second row. Perfect example. Him and 50 got some shit, and I'm sitting courtside, and 50 comes sit.
He was right behind y'all. Though.
Okay, but he's behind us.
Those were still considered floor seats.
Those
if you
are
know
they?
anything.
Listen,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's AA and BB.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row, and he's in like third row. Like, that would bother me if I was Joe Buttons. It happened to me before. When we just squashed.
If he didn't bump in the 5th, would he had a nice experience?
You got a good seat, but the problem is you got to always expect the enemy might come front row.
Yo, what are you,
No,
what are you thinking?
This man is
trying to
funny,
tell you the
bro.
truth. The enemy will come front row. Look what happened to Joe Button.
That's the only example you can give me.
I'm going to give you another one.
Okay.
I went to a Babyface concert.
Yo.
Hold up.
All right, let me hear it.
I gotta hear it.
Let me hear it.
I'm going to a Babyface concert. Once again, 50 Cent is the culprit. We just squashed the beef for 50 Cent. Everybody's cool. I'm in the second row. Natina got me the tickets. I'm second row. The man come and sit in the front row right in front of me. Yo, Crack, what's up? Yo, hi, Mrs. Crack. I was like, oh, never again.
5th?
Yes!
It's just 5th then.
No, he's just like, it's him. I'm telling you, he might be like, yo, where Jada at? Third row? 3C? He'll come to 1C. I'm telling you. This guy is notorious for this. I learned my lesson that night. I was at the Babyface concert. I said, yo, Natina, don't ever. I don't care if it's Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills. I'm front row. I won't go.
I feel you.
You call that arrogant.
I feel it. That ain't
full of
arrogant. I feel you.
I am not giving the person the opportunity to sit in front of me. It's just, I don't know. It happened to me. Is what I'm trying to tell you. What happened to Joe Button happened to me.
He's standing on that one. He don't like that shit.
What?
You ain't sitting in front of
shit right there.
Man,
make sure I never invite.
Let me tell you, I went to the Berlanga fight. The seats cost me, let's just say, close to 100,000 or something, right? But the problem was, you know, usually when you get them tickets, somebody sells them tickets. Obviously, the person who sold me these tickets, I don't know because we buy them online, was Canelo's family. So I'm sitting by
You in
100
Canelo
Mexicans.
section.
What? Like this. My wife and my daughter with 100 Canelo Mexicans. They all had sweatsuits on like you got Canelo this. And I'm there like, Belanga. For sure I was getting my ass beat. For sure the cartel was in that motherfucker. I'm sitting there like that. I'm like, am I lying, Chris? I'm like, how the fuck I get these seats? Obviously, it was somebody in his crew or his family who sold these seats. But yo, don't go in there like, yo, you gotta be I told my daughter, I said, yo, be very respectful in here. We might not get out of here. No, I'm talking about, say they got 100 Canelo front rows. We're the 3 seats going for Belanga. We're surrounded. The wife is here, the distance. And I'm like, oh, we gonna get, thank God I wasn't with my friends because we'd have got pounded out.
That wasn't a good look.
I'm a big time Yankee fan. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, been watching you. You come up from Miami. What was it like playing in Miami versus New York City?
I mean, at first, playing in Miami when I first got there was like playing in New York City because, like, I grew up in the Bahamas and Florida, so, like, you playing at home. So every game, I'm leaving, like, 50 tickets, 40. I at least got 15 friends in the stands.
Wow.
You feel me? And my brother at every game. So it's like, every game I have someone to play in front of for me, you know what I mean, who I'm doing it for. So, like,
you know, y'all guys got that conch. That conch. You eat that conch salad out there in the
I don't eat
Bahamas
conch.
got
You
the
don't eat conch?
I don't eat
Conch
it. My
might
whole
be-
family
no.
eats it. Everybody, my mom, my wife,
You
everybody
playing
like
yourself. Conch might be number one. Bahamas, I think they run the conch game,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all got the best conch in the game.
It came from us.
I believe it.
Pop, you like conch, right?
You never had conch? Nah, conch is the shit. You know, Trick Daddy, he fried a conch.
Yeah.
So one time we had the projects,
Conch
the poking
fritters.
beans.
you
he
ain't,
makes the
you ain't
conch
never been to
fritters.
Bamboo
Yeah.
Shack in the Bahamas? Bamboo Shack?
No, they bring the conch to, you know, we stay in the,
Land.
Man.
you know, we stay in the luxurious, you know, they bring the conch man come with the shelf and everything.
Oh, you got a private
Do
chef
that. Yeah,
coming
we
and
not
cooking
playing
up.
that with the conch.
Man,
We
you
getting
need to
that
get one of them
when
civilians.
you hanging out with DJ Khaled, you get an exclusive conch in the Bahamas. This is a legendary flow. They come up in there with their own stand in the mansion and they make the conch for you. But let me tell you, Bahamas got some serious conch.
Yo.
You know? Hey, yo. Nah, all right. I'm a fat boy, so I'm going to tell you, like, forget about it. It's
You ain't
okay.
that fat.
So Miami, New York, it's the big stage.
They sent you
The
here.
Mecca.
What was the difference? What was the transition
Nah,
coming from the MIAO up here to the
I feel like
Apple?
going from the city to a different city wasn't really that much of a difference. It was more like driving in and you seeing that Yankee Stadium every time you come in.
Yeah.
Like, that's a different feeling. Like, you drive in, you see 10,000 fans already outside waiting,
Yeah.
and it's 2:00. The game at 7.
Mhm.
Like, I ain't even get to work yet. Why you at my work before me?
That's how
You
much
feel
they
me?
love
And
you
that's
in the
how much
city.
like the love is. So it's like you getting there, like you step inside that building, bro. You just like, yeah, I got to do it today.
Not only
I
that,
can't not do it today. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
baseball got like different white fans. Like you got white fans.
No,
How you
man.
make this a color
No,
thing?
no, I'm just trying to tell you.
Nah,
yo,
he ain't
listen,
wrong.
I'm
Like-
telling you, they got different. Don't go messing with Cotton Eye. He's good in any upstate. If his car
Facts.
breaks down in upstate, the farmer's coming out for jazz.
That's a fact. That's a
That's a
fact.
different
That's a
kind of
fact.
fan.
You right.
It's a different kind of fan. And am I correct or
You're
not?
correct. 100%. Bro, what? It's already happened low key.
Yeah.
Bruh, like, I ain't gonna lie. I love this state. I went driving 4 hours away and came back just to go on a 4-hour drive,
They
like on an
love
off
you.
day. It was just like beautiful outside.
It is.
And like, bro, I was at a Subway. Like, didn't know where a gas station was at a Subway, chilling. And these people just was like, oh my God, you just. And I was like, bro, what? Like, I'm
It's
3
different.
hours away from the city.
And so the thing that stands out the most to you and me is I feel like baseball is America's sport and the demographic is real older. It's older. And they never been able to find somebody that's so cool.
What makes you say the demographic of
It
baseball's
is though,
old?
brother.
All
Like,
little
listen,
kids play baseball, crack.
now, I understand that. What I'm trying to tell you is that if you look in the stands, next Yankees game you go
You're going to
to,
see little kids and old people.
but a lot more old people. But what I'm trying to
Kids
say
at
is
school.
he's bringing the cool of baseball.
Facts.
He got his
He's
chains
swagging
on,
it, yeah.
his swag. He making music. Like when I see him, I'm like, finally, you're the first baseball player in America that I ever went to a store. I went shopping at the store in Washington Heights, and they showed me a picture of the Godspeed shirt. They was like, Jazz wore it yesterday. Look at Instagram. They ain't doing that with no other baseball players.
He
So,
got
I mean,
the
he
money.
tapped
He's
in.
swaggy. He got the most, he's very
No,
stylish.
I gotta be tapped in. I mean, like for me, like this my culture. You feel me? Like where I come from, like yeah, I'm from the Bahamas, but I also grew up in Florida. So like where I come from is all about having that swag, having your own flow, like doing what you want to do. You feel me? Like that's how I grew up. And if you have that confidence, like ain't nobody can tell you what to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm from the Bahamas, but I also grew up in Florida. So like where I come from is all about having that swag, having your own flow, like doing what you want to do. You feel me? Like that's how I grew up. And if you have that confidence, like ain't nobody can tell you what to do. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm from Florida too. I've been in Miami for 22 years, but you know, Jada at the Versus, I thought he took shots at me. This is the real New York, not the guys that moved down to Florida.
I was gonna ask
Harlem,
you
I'm
about-
outside with it. Not those guys. I'm in the crowd like, yo, Jada, like, what's going on?
This guy's crazy.
no love.
Do I gotta run out this building? Like he's shooting down the guys, the migrators.
He's
We
crazy.
the snow bunnies. We moved down there for the winter, yo, Jada, man. What you was thinking? You was getting that cam, like, what you was thinking when you was taking shots? What you
I was
saying?
out of my mind that day. I wasn't on anything, but the zone I was in was Adderall war mode. It was a very different space I was in that day. I'd never been there before.
You know, I always wanted to ask you about that Versus. Was it personal?
Nah, not really. It wasn't. Those is our brothers. It just, it was a moment.
Nah, I feel you.
It's
I feel
like
you.
a sports moment. It's a hip hop moment.
Facts.
Let me tell you something. When I sparred with Ja Rule, I was staying in a building in Jersey, Uncle Dan's building. And when I hit the first floor, the doorman was like, get him, crack. I jumped in the car, the FedEx truck pulled up. Take him to war, crack, drag him. By the time I got to Madison Square Garden, I heard so much war, like I was possessed. Like
Yeah.
I walked up in there, I was like, yo, I gotta kill him. They hype, that must feel like Balanga feels like that going to a fight or something like that. Like, no, it's the closest thing to fighting. Going to like that's what you said. You was like fucking possessed.
Yeah, it's just a lot. It was a lot, man.
Man, who don't want to be a Yankee? By the way, I don't know if you ever been, have you ever been, because I performed last year.
Don't do it. You see,
messed
he
up the
goes
mic.
tooting his own
No,
horn.
well, I'm not tooting my
The
own.
first guy to ever do Yankee
Yeah.
Stadium.
You said it, not me, but I'm going to say something, even though it was Jay-Z and Alicia, but let me say something
No,
to
but
you.
you walked on the field.
Yeah.
You and Ice
Tim's
Cube
on.
did. Y'all broke barriers for hip hop.
Tim's on, you know what I'm saying?
Hov and Alicia did their thing. Bad Bunny, whatever. The walk on the field, rocking from the outfield to the
To the infield, yeah.
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was
man.
crazy.
But let me tell you something. Walking too, before I got on the field, I was in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You realize inside the locker room how rich the Yankees got a baseball field inside the baseball field.
I'm telling you.
Yo, I'm not exaggerating. Am I correct?
You right.
Inside the locker room, it's a
big.
baseball field. Like they swinging, I'm like, they in the cold plunge. Am I exaggerating?
Nah.
I never seen nothing like this. That's when you know, there's wealth in the Yankee organization because they got their own baseball field inside the baseball field that we can't see. Correct?
Yeah. The clubhouse is like the size of a baseball
We
field.
gotta
Like,
go.
that
You gotta
whole
bring
thing
me
back
this.
there is
Nuts.
crazy.
I can't. That
Crazy.
was last year's news, and I stunk up the place, man. They don't want me back up in that locker room.
Nah, you gotta pull
crazy?
up.
We're
Pull
going
up.
back, man.
Come on,
We
pull
coming
up.
back for revenge this
You
year.
got to, because that's what we coming back for.
That's facts.
That's right.
You know what
I'm
I
coming
mean?
back. I'm coming anyway.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm a cereal glizzy eater. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
No, I'm telling you.
Whoa.
Pause. Pause.
Yo. Whoa.
Pause.
Whoa. Go.
Pause.
Whoa. What?
Pause.
Yo, come on.
Pause.
Dog.
Pause.
Everything was going
Hold
smooth.
up. Hold up.
What
Listen.
is this? Yo, dog.
Hey,
A cereal?
you cut that out. You cut that out.
Be a cereal eat. A cereal.
That was
Frosted Flake.
wild.
Listen to what I'm saying.
You woke me up.
What I'm saying is if I go to
What the hell?
Pause.
Yo.
What
He's
I'm
really
saying
trying
is
to
if
go
I go
number
to a
one.
sporting event.
You serious about this number
No,
one
no,
spot? I
no,
see
no,
over
no.
there.
I mean, can I explain
Go
this?
ahead, my
I'm
brother.
listening. Trust me.
When
I might
go
not
to
be
any
looking.
sporting event, no matter what kind of steak, lobster, whatever they got, I gotta eat a hot dog. Okay, let me verify it that way. I have to eat a hot dog and eat some popcorn. You know, now you go to Yankee Stadium, they got sushi, they got lobster, they got all type of stuff when you go in the club. If I'm no good.
He can't save that, right? I mean,
They
it's
say
just
the
no
God
saving
stepped
from
on
that.
shit. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? I gotta own up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, brother.
I can't
I
take
don't
this
feel you, but I
guy's
feel you.
crazy guy. Yo,
I feel you.
he skipped all of the Michelin star food. Just give you a glizzy, huh?
That's it.
crazy.
That's it.
Dog. That's crazy.
No, I'm telling you. Knicks, anywhere I go, I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And popcorn.
Yo, save him. Save him. Save him. Please, somebody.
Let's go to this injury update. Where you at with your rehab?
Nah, I think we 2 weeks in. I got like another week.
Okay, let's
Week.
go. Take your time.
Yeah,
This is,
week
you
and
know
a
what I mean? It's
half,
about
yeah.
the long. It's about the long run, baby.
Facts,
we
facts.
want to get our revenge this year.
No facts.
It's
That's why
revenge.
I'm just chilling right now.
You know what I mean?
You think we ready for revenge?
For sure.
Because
What you mean?
let me tell you something. The Dodgers fans, they almost as bad as the Knicks. They was killing me for a long.
When?
They still on
They
me.
at the parade. They was like, "Fuck Fat Joe" and all this shit, man. One of them, what's his name? Kiki Rodriguez. Kike
Kike?
Hernandez. You know, I caught bullets for y'all, man, for the Yankees. Yo, listen, I never seen nothing like this. They was at this fat guy turned skinny. He needs to lean back. This. I was like, yo, this is baseball.
You see, that's what I don't like. 'Cause if we would have won, nobody wouldn't have said anything about Ice Cube.
No, but
No.
Ice Cube did an incredible job.
Yeah, but
He did
that's
do a good
that's
job.
inevitable. Even if he didn't, at the parade, if we won the World
yeah, we
Series,
wouldn't have said nothing
nobody
about
would
it.
have said
No,
one
we
thing
would've
about
We
it.
wouldn't even have cared.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
We
even-
wouldn't have said that, but they went bad on me. A couple of them, right?
They went on the whole team.
They went
They went
bad at
off.
me. I don't play baseball, bro. I was a hired guest.
represented it at the
I
highest
was a
stage.
hired guest, fan of the Yankees. They went crazy. I mean, I couldn't even look at Twitter. I had to shut the
Yo,
shit
I
down.
couldn't even look at it.
No, I couldn't even look at Twitter. They went so bad.
Nah, they
The
be going
Dodger
crazy.
fans? Oh my God.
They be
Imagine the
going
ticker
crazy.
tape parade. Homeboy was up there on stage, man. Get a clip of that when we air this.
Then we go to New York, and this guy, he used to be fat, he's not fat anymore, his name is Joe. He came out and sang, and guess what? We didn't even need to play because after that performance, we had already won.
I went down. But you know, this year,
We up.
we up, right?
We up. For sure.
Since we on that kind of a subject, what do you think about Bill Belichick's girlfriend being banned from the facility? I think that I can stand on that. I think I seen that from a reliable source.
Oh, so you saying I'm lying?
No. I'm just saying when we talking, you know how if you ask me, yo, Kiss, you sure about that? I'm almost positive because it's everywhere for real. He said
Yo, Kiss,
he
you
said he
funny.
had to get his wife out of it. I mean, his
Well,
new girl.
Well,
She was doing too much.
maybe Bill too old now or something, right?
How you gonna do that?
No, but I'm saying
Come
he's
on,
the
man.
greatest
Bill
coach
is
of all
cool.
time, but he got a 24-year-old girl telling them to shut up, telling them what to say. Yo, don't answer that. This and this and that.
He
This
might
is
like that. He been calling all these plays and all that.
She's calling the plays now.
That's what he want. Somebody else to
How
take
much
the
Bill
playbook.
Belichick? Can somebody tell me how much Bill Belichick is worth right now? He's not married yet. This is just a girlfriend, right? Get ready for that 1 week.
That's 7 in the morning.
1 week. 60 to 70 million. Yeah, she be worth 35 million in a week.
Oh,
Bill might be losing his marbles a little.
Bill's
Because
just
you know,
trying
this is
to
a
live.
macho sport. This is the American sport. This is all tough guys. These guys, you go to a football game, you be lucky to get out of there without fighting somebody. It's somebody, I Google somebody I look up to in media, and he's worth 200 million, and his wife, far as I know, I ain't been seeing her put up, like, it didn't, we Googled her, she was worth 50 million. Am I right, Chris? The wife was worth 50 million. Like, I don't know what she, I mean, look, whatever you want to do, you give your girlfriend money, she buys some property, smart girl. What I'm saying is, the sport of football is way too macho for them to be seeing their idol. Bill Belichick is idol. He's on God level of coaching for a 24-year-old girl telling him to shut up on the sideline and all that and all that. They're not ready for that.
That's him, though. He's somebody grandfather age. He know if he wants you to tell him shut up and go sit over there and all that.
So you say she should be around
the facility?
Yeah.
I think when she's at practice or around any of that, she should shut up. But when they on the beach and he lifting her in the air, she can tell him anything she want to tell him.
Yes, I agree with that, but not at the sports facility.
Yeah, so we both agree.
Let me ask you one. Is the NBA draft rigged?
I don't like to think so. I don't think so, man. Maybe, behind the scenes you might be able to shuffle a little bit of shuffling, duffling, but I don't really think. I think now that they came up with AI and people are great with computers, you can just doctor it up some
You
stuff
trying to tell
and
me
make it look like
Nico Harrison is that lucky?
it was a thing. It was a lot. You didn't see the shuffling the balls. How could you rig it where you get the number 1 pick? Let me hear your theory behind it.
Quite the coincidence. Let me tell you something. He messed up and made the worst trade in the history of mankind, sending Luka to LA. 25-year-old, unstoppable force in the league. He was looking real bad out there. You understand? And something was done for them to get that number 1 pick. And guess what? I'm going past that. I'm saying he's going to take my man from Duke, Cooper Flag. I say he going to dish him to Milwaukee and get Greek the Freak in Dallas with AD and Kyrie. That's what crazy
No,
Joe.
that ain't really a conspiracy because that's what they saying.
Oh, they saying that?
Yeah. Greek Freak wants to go to one of the big markets somewhere else, and they're gonna if they don't keep Cooper Flag, I think they send the number 1 pick to Milwaukee and try to get Giannis in Dallas.
And what do you think about that Dallas team with Kyrie, AD, and Greek the Freak?
Kai ain't gonna be ready yet. Kai's still recovering from. Kai probably come back
second
half the season. Yeah, so. But
That's
that's still crazy. Greek Freak, AD, and Kyrie is crazy of all crazy.
It's nuts. And it's really, I pull the trigger. I'm Nico Harrison. I pull the trigger. I send the young boy to Milwaukee and bring the Greek the Freak over. Like, I do it. Like, in a heartbeat. I'll be like, yo, I got to have
Milwaukee
it.
got to agree to that, though. It's not just that easy.
Well, he is out of here. He's gone. He got his walking papers. You know, they said New York. They said he bought a house in New York. Everybody in New York's happy, but the Hamptons ain't New York. The Hamptons is summer home.
He bought a house in the Hamptons?
Yeah, he bought a house in the Hamptons.
Yeah, because that don't mean
Well,
we
he
planning
ain't
to come
riding a
here.
helicopter
You know what Hamptons is? Summer home.
That's a summer home. That's not New York. Everybody walking around New York gas like Greek the Freak coming here.
He
He bought a summer home.
or Chelsea or something.
That'd have been different. No, he out in the Hamptons. I just don't know who's that lucky to make the worst trade in the world and somehow get the #1 pick. It feels funny to me. Common sense. It's almost like you shooting dice and they got trick dice. You like, yo, how he keep shooting 4, 5, 6, this guy?
I don't know how you equivalating that being like rigged. Cooper Flag is, for one, he did work, or they knew he was a gem since high school.
Yeah.
They upclassed him. You know, when dudes usually reclass, he was actually supposed to be in the 12th grade last year when he was on Duke, busting ass. So they upped him. That's how much they know what kind of gem he is. And
This is straight like going from high school to the pros right now.
for him, yeah, he just he had a little cup of coffee at Duke. Now he about to be in the league.
Man, he's nice. Shout out to Cooper Flag.
Shout out to the draft, man. Cause I don't know. I kind of wish the Spurs got the #1 pick. They got
I was
number
rooting
2
for them too.
But #2 still
Pop,
is
Wemby, they got a great young team.
#2 still a good pick for the Spurs. They're gonna do something. Yeah,
A great pick for the Spurs. But I kind of like, we wasn't in on the draft, so I was going for the Spurs too. I don't know why. Why we wanted the Spurs
We just
to get
want
the
to see
number.
Wemby and De'Aaron Fox get one more piece over there and see the young boys do their thing. Tell us about the show.
You actually live on the road. Like, we work hard.
I want to hear about the show. We belong
The show.
Tell us about that.
Well, you know, I did a reality show, so to speak, because I was before Nellyville, but I wanted to show us fathers, single fathers at that time. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought it was a great way to show the rest of the world that you can still be in here and still doing what we're doing. You know, you got your baby girl with you. You always keep your babies with you and things like that. And I thought that would be a dope process. But doing this right here, I just wanted people to get a chance to see exactly the things that you talked about in the qualities of this young lady right here. You know, they don't get a chance to see her charisma, how funny she is, and everything from that standpoint. And, you know, it's 2025, so you're looking for different avenues as well. You know, we got to think business at all times.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? So she gets to think about everything else for me, and that's a blessing. But I got to think about you know what I'm saying, moving this shit forward and keeping the platform.
What's it like for you? You're a movie star. You're the #1 singer. You all of the above. What's it like being on TV with cameras around your family?
I mean, it's a lot. It was different, you know, because I'm a lot more private, and I just felt like when we spoke about it, obviously this was his idea, and at first I was kind of like, but then, you know, we're married, so I'm a team player, so I was down. You know what I mean? And it's like us just having real lives and careers and traveling. We just got married. I had a baby. That's a lot. So it's kind of like we had to find time for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? To kind of capture everything. So it's a little bit of a lot, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
She got so many other great ideas that she wants to get off the ground. And you know how business works. You know what I'm saying? You got to have avenues, outlets, platforms, and things to get those out. You know what I'm saying? You can have great ideas all day, but if you ain't got nowhere to put them, if you ain't got no way to push them, or if you don't, you just sitting in the crib and work. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no block and no workers. You just sitting in the house with a bunch of
ideas.
bunch of bricks. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I knew an artist who was, for the time being, he made nothing but hit records. And I would check on him in the studio and he would play, yo, I made this. And this shit be fire. And everybody go crazy in the studio. He would go, it just ain't right. And he would erase the song. Every night I would hear hit after hit after hit. When it was like that Method Man, Red Man thing, he'd be like, let me play you this. And I'd be like, yo, this, I'm not quite ready. The guy never came out and never became a superstar, right? And so the problem is a lot of people, they procrastinate to the point that you talk yourself out of the ideas.
Yeah.
You know, and so in this age, you know, we had Jim Jones up in here and he bought a little film studio in the Bronx. He got them doing podcasts in there. We need to take matters in our own hands.
Absolutely.
And follow through with the ideas.
Exactly.
I'm with Shanti. We at the Beacon Theater, and I never forget. Well, we could go into everything, but I never forget when we got that phone call, mama, that she sold over 500,000 her first week, her first album. We jumping up and down like the Wizard of Oz.
That Guinness book.
Yeah, that Guinness book.
Yo.
We jumping up and down in the middle of the street. Like, you know, the wicked witch is dead. No, because I don't know if you remember how intense that was. It was like, what is it? What's the number?
I remember.
What's going on? And we start running around. How does it feel to be on the Guinness book and be one of the biggest female superstars with the most longevity and relevancy in the game?
I mean, honestly, it's a blessing. I'm super, super humbled. And it's funny when you talk about that. Remember, I didn't know what none of that meant. You know what I'm saying? I'm a new artist.
So maybe we happy for you.
Yes, everybody's happy. And I'm looking, I'm like, well, is that good? 500,000, is that a good number? You know what I'm saying? I genuinely had no idea. Is it a good number? So I was just like super appreciative, and to be able to be here today and still, as we both were in an arena in London to a sold out 20,000 seater, holding a mic out, allowing people to sing our records is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just so happy. I'm grateful, you know.
Oh, man. Yo, you know, we're very competitive in our house. Because, you know, we didn't done a lot.
That means the baby got all that.
That's the dagger, though, that she throws. Like, my debut did a half.
No, she don't. But you did 11.
No. Her debut did a half the first week.
I'm going down.
She got me on that. There's nothing I can say. She sent me back to the ring, Jada.
I'm looking at the video.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. You 26. I'm 33. Hold up, Jada.
That wasn't a
You
week.
26. I'm 33.
Joe, that wasn't
Hold
a week,
up.
Jada.
That video come out.
That was not a
I'm
week.
going down.
That was not.
No, I'm not rigging the numbers. It's 10 million solely. So
Yeah,
so
he
that
did
wasn't the
diamond.
week.
He got diamond.
You
I'm
wasn't
talking
there
about
for
the week. No, I'm talking about the week.
Listen,
The week is
man.
different.
Listen, let me run down the hardware that they got in their house. There's a lot of hardware. Just listen, ladies and gentlemen. Nelly, 3 Grammys, 4 American Music Awards, 2 BET Awards, 9 Billboard Awards. Nelly has sold over 21 million albums in the United States, one of the best-selling rap artists in American history. Country Grammar Diamond, 10 million. Nellyville Diamond Plus one, 11 million. Now, Ashanti, 1 Grammy, 2 American Music Awards, 6 ASCAP Awards, 8 Billboard Awards. First debut album, 500,000 the first week, triple platinum. Chapter 2, platinum. Concrete Rose, platinum.
36.
A lot of hardware in
It's a lot of competitors.
Ashanti, 36 Christmas movies. Your lifetime favorite.
Crazy.
God, could we have a Christmas tree with raspberry? Just, I'm like, yeah. I've been counting our money forever. Yo. I mean,
it's competitive in the house, man.
And a star.
Oh, and a star.
The
Yeah, I
star.
forgot.
Can't forget the star.
Can't forget the star. Yeah, it's it gets real in there, man.
We love that though. You know what I'm
what?
saying? We love
What?
that.
That's beautiful
Man,
competition.
I met
in the
Ashanti.
to put that under
Let
one
me tell you
roof
something. I met
is-
Ashanti.
It's a blessing.
Could I talk about that?
Talk about it.
I met
Uh-oh.
Ashanti. Ashanti was like the studio. We was just a studio body.
You could call it a studio rat. That's what they used to say.
And that's what they use. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that
Go ahead.
overall. Studio body. She up in there. And the first day I met her, she was so upset because they broke into her car and stole her radio. This woman was ready to file charges to the moon and back. What happened? They stole my radio. Crackhead broke the. I mean, it was like somebody murdered somebody. I'm up in that shit. I'm like, yo, they stole a radio with the Benzie box.
Oh, you take the box. It was a
They stole her shit.
They
And she
stole
was
my
like,
radio, bro.
and you know, I would see her in the studio, and then one day I asked him, I said, yo, what does the girl do? Right? Because they was like gangster rappers, right? So she sings R&B, right? And then she did the Big Pun. I
Big
said,
Pun,
I said, you want to write a hook for the Big Pun thing? And she killed it.
Smoke that joint.
She smoked that joint, and then we did the What's Love.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was the princess of
That was it.
hip hop and soul. And she,
Yo, no talk. Every time I see this, he was advocating. When we weren't together, Nelly, what are you doing? Every time I see her kiss, Nelly, my God, how you been? Yeah, that's great. What are you doing? You said, hey, Joe, what
That's
you
why you
talking
need that
about?
percentage.
you know, see, now you got me.
See what I'm
Now you
saying?
got me. At first, he thought I was bugging out. Now he got
Yeah, I
me.
used to be like, Joe, you just tripping.
It's crazy, right? Because I also think of one situation, not to bring up anything negative because we just, but I remember the time I got into it with 50 Cent, who, yo, Fifth, what's up? We perform in Germany in 2 days. But I remember the time when I got into it with him at the MTV Awards. You know, his business is really crazy, right?
Right.
Because you think everybody your man, everybody this and this and that. Well, you was the only person out of all the rappers that I knew that I seen get up. And you was telling me, yo, I got you. Like, I'm holding you down. In that set, when I was like, yo, 50 Cent this, and then he came back and dissed me. But you had my back.
Well, I knew Five. Me and Five always had a great relationship, and
That kind of distorted the.
Well, no, because and just to tell you, what was we at?
MTV Awards. That's where I thought he was going.
We were at the MTV Awards, and they were sitting like a table right behind us. Now I didn't have too much to drink. I'm hyped. This is right before
Kid Rock and
had
Pamela Anderson
slapped,
and Tommy Lee.
Slapped Tommy
Tommy
Lee.
Lee,
He
yeah.
slapped the shit out of Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
Sitting at the
So
table.
there was something before Chris
Bro,
Rock
we
and
was
Will
sitting
Smith.
at the
Huh?
table right
You know that?
and Kid Rock is sitting with us.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy Lee is like a table over. And my cat, Kid Rock, that's my cat too. He hot. He hot as fish grease. He's sitting right there. He's like, this I should go. And I'm gassing him. He's not gonna go do this.
You gassing him?
Well, I'm not gassing him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, me.
If it was
You know what I'm saying? So he does what he does.
So what he
At
did? He
50,
smacked who? Because I
Boy,
don't
he
remember
smacked.
this.
Tommy
Lee. You
Yeah.
remember that MTV Awards out in Vegas?
Yeah. We
out
were
in
sitting right
Vegas.
next to them.
We sitting at the table, but Five was
Mama, you
right
got
back
everything
here,
on
right?
tape.
So I'm hyped. Kid, I didn't got hype. I didn't got big. I said, babe, 50 Cent. I'll make that apologize. You want me to go over there? What? You make? Don't be looking. You want me to go make? She was nah. No way in my heart is I'm thinking she gonna tell me to go over there. She's like, yeah, babe.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's a New York girl. That's a New York girl. That's a New York girl.
So Kiss, I'm like, I'm going.
That
So
gets
I
you
turn
killed.
around. She can't see my face. I'm walking towards Five like,
Let me highlight you.
yeah, you know, table full of G Unit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh God, this going right. This is not gonna go well. You know what I'm saying? And I started laughing, coming. He cracked the smile, and I was like, hey, Five, man, hey man, do me a favor. Just do me a favor. Will you, old lady, man, do me a favor, man. Apologize for it, man. Ashanti, I'm sorry.
That's exactly what he said.
in the middle
In the middle of the
woods.
whole crowd in the
In the middle of
audience.
the woods, I was like,
Mhm.
I turned back around to her.
Yeah.
Talking about.
By the way, I had personally 20 meetings with him over her.
Oh my God. Yes.
Without her even knowing. I done sat down with him 20 different times. It was like, yo, bro, she got nothing to, like, you know, that's my sister. You bugging out this. 20.
Yeah. No,
You
he
know-
just told me to Mo. I know she got nothing to do with it, Mo, but what you want me to do is war.
Man.
I was like,
I was hot.
yeah.
You was hot over that, right?
Yeah, I didn't have nothing to do with it. And then after he said he signed, I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. I was like,
Okay.
thank you. I thought that shit was gonna go left. I swear to God. I thought I was out
Oh, for sure.